And of course, you are welcome to join us. We are live on X Spaces, on YouTube, on Facebook, and of course, on myjoyonline.com with the Joy News channel. Now, let's start from the Northern Regional Capital, Tamale, where there is heavy security presence at the Tamale Technical University. And this follows violent clashes between police and students during a campus protest.
Brought to the hospital injured in the course of the demonstration.
Well, as you may be aware, 3 students sustained varying degrees of injuries and are receiving medical care at the hospital. The students were protesting what they describe as systemic neglect of their welfare, alleging misappropriation of funds and a proposed fee increment without justification. The demonstration, however, turned chaotic when security personnel moved in to disperse the crowd, leading to the reported injuries. Now, Martina Bugri is our Northern Regional correspondent, and he joins me on the phone. Martina, first, let's start from the genesis. And they protested what they describe as systemic failure in terms of fixing challenges relating to the institution. Walk us through these systemic challenges that they spoke of.
The students list some issues they said they have confronted management of the school to help address. They talked of paying medical fee for screening exercise, which they said is not done. They talk of their washrooms and where they use not being kept well. The students say most of them do open defecation. There are other fees like satellite fee, development fee. They say they pay every year, but they don't see any improvement in terms of infrastructure on campus. They have also talked of, some are also alleging that the school intends to do 100% increment of their fees because they are saying that year twos who are paying 2,000 now are expected to pay about 4,000. That is what the students are claiming. And so these are some of the issues that brought about what happened today. We are told that they have negotiated with the school management team and it didn't help. And so they served notice that they were going to protest today. This morning, they went through to some chief palaces in the city to present their petition to these chiefs. And so when they were coming back, they blocked the main entrance to the school. They set some tires ablaze, but that was controlled. And so they moved into the school campus onto the pavement where the administration block is. The police arrived, and then when they got down, they tried to calm them to stop, but it didn't go well with the students. Some, I'm told, from the back started pelting stones because from the angle we stood, we didn't see that, but my cameraman who was in the middle said some students pelted stones, and in response, the police started spraying water on the students to disperse the crowd. Within that space of time, there were also gunshots, which later on we saw the rubber bullets being shown to us that these were hit some student. Now, I spoke to one of the students who had just been hit. He had about 4 or so marks indicating the bullets had hit him. And he said he was feeling dizzy, so they were going to whisk him to the hospital, so we could not speak to him at that point. But when we went to the washrooms where they complained about, it looked very terrible, a place no one would love to feel comfortable. We went to some other places on the campus, the students' leadership led us to, and then we went to the hospital. At the hospital, we tried to talk to some of the injured. Only one person we're able to speak to, but the others were told that they were not stable and so will not be allowed to speak to them. And so this is what happened till what at the time we reported the first one. Now we were able to speak to the Public Affairs Directorate of the university, and they said that they have tried in the past to come to an agreement with the students, but that had failed.
All right.
And so with what has happened today, they are going to go back on the drawing board with the students again and try to come out with something that would resolve the issue.
Right.
Now, he would not talk about the substance of the matter.
All right. So
he would not.
Yes, Martina,
yes, he will not go into detail on the issues they are raising. But all he says is that after they had done with the discussions, he would bring us up to speed on their agreements.
Right. I just want us to listen to one of the injured students you spoke to, and then his own account of events.
Okay, we are having our peaceful demonstration, which we want the management to carry out our programs today, and also how we can solve it. And when we got there, to our notice, police came in and they were giving warning shot. So many had to run. Well, there were ladies among us, and some too, because of the gunshot, they were afraid. So we decided to run for our lives. And on the process of running, I was also running with a lady. And then one of the gunshot we had shot over there caught a glass. So the glass was falling on us, so I had to put the lady in front of me, then protect myself as well. And it fell on me. So I had a serious cut on my head and also my hand. So I came and they had to secure it.
So for you, is the glasses, the broken glasses?
The glasses, the broken glasses. And also, even on my head, I have to forcibly pull one out in order to minimize the pain that was in. But so far, I know of 3. I don't know of others, but I know of 3 for now.
Including yourself?
Including myself, who are 3. So far, we are also receiving treatment inside.
Thank you.
Right. So, Martina, I mean, what is the situation on campus now? Is it calm?
So, whilst the back and forth was going on, the students, the student leadership themselves were able to calm the young men down, and then they stopped the brouhaha that was going on. Then they moved to their various hostels. But you will still find some in groups talking about what just happened. The area is back to normalcy, and they are believing that with what has happened, they'll be able to come to an agreement.
Right. Martina, thank you so much for this update. And let me now bring in the Public Relations Officer of the Graduate Students Representative Council, Al-Hassan Huzaifa. Al-Hassan, good afternoon and welcome to the Pulse.
Good afternoon, sir.
Right. So
thank you so much.
Great. So exactly what are the issues that you are facing on campus that push you to take to the streets of Tamale this morning?
Basically, the two face a lot of problems, but we have enumerated a few of it. Some of it are the poor sanitary conditions on campus, poor landscaping, and then inadequate lecture halls, as well as open defecation on campus. And these have been issues that we've been battling with engagement for some time now to resolve some of these issues, but to no avail. And quite apart from that, we also have some satellite campuses that are at Woodensi, Yendi, as well as Wale. And these satellite campuses have students at those areas, but they have ceased to operationalize them for some time now, since last semester. So all this, and we also have, again, some students at the university at the undergrad level who had their diploma, after completion of their diploma courses for some time now, they have not been certified. So all of these things are part of the reasons that got us onto the streets today.
And how bad is the sanitary condition there?
Disastrous. You see, these sanitary conditions at the university, they are too appalling in the sense that nobody would wish even the enemy to occupy such places. We took some of your or your reporters to some of these places, and they could not believe that this was happening at a university. And then as a matter of fact, the sanitary conditions cannot be described. And it's one of the reasons why we are demanding that these must, be worked.
Yes, hello, Al-Hassan, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
So we lost you briefly, but I understand that on university campus, members of TTU are sometimes responsible for maintaining, some of these facilities and ensuring that the place is conducive for teaching and learning. You're saying that they are not at work or the place has just been abandoned?
Please, are you talking in respect of the sanitation?
Exactly.
Yes, what we can say is that, indeed, we may have people who are supposed to do the cleanup exercise or the cleanup for us. But the question is that if they are not provided with the materials that they are supposed to work with, how then do they get the... Are you getting it?
Yes.
So we are telling them this issue is something that the school is aware. They are of the open defecation on campus. Are you getting it? It's not something that is in secrecy. Even some of the... Even some of the or other sanitary facilities that are on campus that are used by the lecturers are nothing to write home about. And all these are pressing needs. So if students cannot use the washroom, they cannot use the bathroom, where do you expect them to free themselves? You will see that some of them are exposed. Are you getting like education? And then some too, as well as from the general public, are also just defecating on campus. And all these are worried the body.
And where do you put the blame?
Basically, we'll put it at the doorstep of management. As the saying goes, if fish is going to rot, it starts from the head. Are you getting it? If they are aware of these situations and they do not work on it, who are we going to blame? Are you getting it? Quite apart from that, the satellite campuses that are collapsed, are you getting it? That are not in operation. We have students who are paid fees. Are you getting it? And yet there is nothing happening. Who are we going to blame if not management? Quite apart from that as well, the lack of certification for these students who have completed their diploma courses, I think with respect with accounting students, and they have not been given the certificate. Who will we blame? Are you getting it? Because certificates are awarded by the university and not by GRASAC or the SRC. Are you getting it? All these are prompting issues. You wouldn't believe it. Even the landscaping on campus, when your reporter saw it, it was just nothing to write home about. Erosions all over. We asked ourselves, this is a university that is of high standards, but when you look at the environment, it does not depict its name. Are you getting it?
Right.
Erosion all over, even in the middle of campus. Are you getting it? You will see animals loitering all over the place. Even yesterday, when they called us to a meeting at the administration block, they were cattle grazing, even in the main compound of the administration block.
And then also you raised the issue about misappropriation of funds. What funds are we talking about? If you can let us in on what exactly you mean when you say that.
Let me give you this scenario. You see, we have an issue where management told us that something like a component like examination fee, which is a component that is part of our school fee. They told us that 40% of this fee goes into feeding. We asked ourselves, what is feeding? Or where are we and what for? Are you getting it?
Right.
And a certain percent goes into ESB. Are you getting it? If money that is supposed to be meant for examination purposes is now being shared like this, and yet you come and tell people that they should. Is it reasonable? Are you getting it? So these are some of the reasons. And then we are also talking about the fact that, the school can boast, the undergrad level with about almost 12,000 students. Are you getting it? Almost 12,000 students that we are talking about here. And yet nothing to show off. Another component is that we have, whenever we admit new students, there's a component that we call medical examination. Right? The class, if I'm aware, 75, we ask ourselves, who has been examined? And where is these are the questions that what students are asking that requires what management to answer, to respond to them.
So if I get you right, the amount of money you pay, a component is supposed to go into feeding, yet you are not fed.
No, not feeding. We said examination fee.
All right. Okay.
I get it. Examination fee, a component. That is where they told us that 40% goes into feeding, and then 50, some percentage also goes into ESD. So at the 55% goes that direction, leaving 45% for examination purposes.
And when you ask questions around this, did you get a response?
Please come again.
I asked, when you ask questions around this, clarity you are seeking on the expenditure, did you get a response?
There's no response. There's no response to that because we have written to them. They engaged us with management, what's the name, with a committee, which we sat down with them, came out with a report, and then we told them what we were thinking. And that was fine. But we never got any response from them.
Right. And I understand that this matter, because of this matter, the leadership, you were invited by Yoko.
Oh, yes, we've been invited. We are here to honor it.
You are here to appear before Yoko, is it?
Yes, please.
So this is related to the demonstration or your grievances?
Yes, it's a mixture. They are interested in the grievances that we have raised, and they want to see how best they can help in resolving that issue. But
obviously, this demonstration started peacefully. You went to a chief palace, and later you decided to block the main road.
You see, this demonstration started peacefully. It started peacefully. Mm-hmm. We were, moving with the police when they joined us entrance there. We took a walk all the way from the university campus, headed to Hilltop, and from Chewi Hilltop, we returned back to the school. But what happened was that when we got to the school campus, actually some of the student body decided to light up from about 3 times for the campus. Some of us were even infuriated because of that, because we are there to drum home our demand and not to cause any distraction to the school property. We are against any distraction of school property. So when that issue came up, we engaged. I was even seen fetching water to go off the fire. But what we saw was that all of a sudden, we saw a police water cannon vehicle to the compound and started spraying water on students. And what do you expect from the students? The students also retaliated. Finally, we told them that before this issue can be resolved, the police should move out their water cannon vehicle and they should retrieve and make us to take charge of our students. And when they did that, calm restored, and then we proceeded. But
I'm asking, why did you block the road, which was not part of your initial arrangement with the police?
Why did we block the road?
Right.
No, the roads were accessible. We didn't block any road because there was free flow of traffic on the roads.
The police reaction, according to what we are hearing, is because you had blocked the main road and was impeding flow of traffic.
You see, if even you contact your reporters, they will tell you that we had an encounter with the police at the administration block in the building and not at the roadside. So if they are telling us that we blocked a road, well, is there a road at the administration block? I get it. Yeah. Somebody's not telling the truth. Because we had the banter with the police, and there are videos that we can share with you. And it's on social media as we speak. We had a banter with them on the administration, front gate, and not on the road. So if they are telling us that we blocked a road and that necessitated their response, certainly it's not true.
So how many of your members are injured as we speak?
5.
5 of your members are injured?
Yes, please.
And what resulted in that? What about the confrontation that got them injured?
You see, when they started, releasing the water cannon water, spreading them with water, so that was what the police, the students started pelting stones at them. And by then, when they got there with the water cannon vehicle, they got down and started firing warning shots. And that resulted in some of these injuries that we have seen.
Right. So what next for leadership of the students' body? Now that we've had your demonstrations, you've put forth your grievances. What is next for you?
We are just telling them that this is a dress rehearsal, and we are not going to bow down on our demands. We've been silent for far too long. We were asleep, and we have now woken up. We are telling management to wake up. They should also rise up. Together, we will make TTU better for all of us.
All right.
Not until our demands are met, we will not relent on them. Our demands are something the university can meet instantly, without any delay.
All right. Well, let me try and get some answers for you. Thank you very much, Al Hassan. Is the public relations officer with GRASAC, that's the Graduate Students Association of the university, the Tamale Technical University. Also joining me is the public relations director for the Tamale Technical University, Osman Mubarak. Mr. Mubarak, good time to have you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Pulse. Hello, Mr. Mubarak.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ed.
Great to have you. So, a very, tense morning you had over there, but how are you resolving the matter with the students?
For now, I will say that everything is calm. We have been able to manage to bring the situation under control. Management is just about to get into a crisis meeting in the next 5-10 minutes. So to take a decision what to do next. But I have to indicate that this particular incident is regrettable. It's regrettable. It's regrettable. And it's unfortunate. We shouldn't have gotten to this point. So we are just getting into a meeting to see how best we can continue to engage the students to find an amicable solution to their grievances. Demonstrations, I have indicated earlier on, that demonstrations are legitimate to employ by aggrieved persons, which they have. But escalating it to this particular point is the source of confusion. I mean, we have witnessed a series of demonstrations in the university, but we have never gotten to this point. And that is the headline. I mean, escalating the protest to this point where the police will have to crack them down. I mean, and it's just unfortunate. But we are reassuring them that we will continue to engage them to find amicable solutions to their concerns. It takes two to tango. We will continue to stress that, hand of reconciliation, because that's the other reason why we are university staff.
Right.
Without them, a university has no business functioning. So we put a lot of premium on them. But unfortunately, we have to get to this.
But Mr. Mubarak, they are unhappy with the sanitary conditions there. In fact, our reporter corroborated the concern of the students when she said that the conditions under which the students are asked to, for example, go and take their bath, use the washroom, is simply nothing to write home about. Why is it so?
I will respectfully, I'm going to plead with you so that you restrict our conversation on this particular crisis. We can find time and get into the context, the nitty-gritty of what has happened. But for now, let's restrict ourselves to how to get out of this crisis. We are in a crisis situation.
But that's the foundation of the crisis. That is the foundation of the crisis.
Exactly. So, if you permit me the space, we can talk about the nitty-gritty after our meeting, so that at least we'll have a comprehensive conversation of some of their concerns are very legitimate concerns that best have stepped the game. So I'm not. We are not guarding their concerns. There are things that we have to sit down with them and also help us see how best we can sort this thing out. It is tango. So I will respectfully pray that maybe in the evening we can talk about the nitty-gritty of it. But for now, the temperature is high, and if you permit me, we can have that conversation.
Because they say that they've been raising these issues for months, and they are not getting the response. The reason why they decided that then they should embark on this industrial action to press home their demand. And you say that...
I have earlier on indicated that their demands they have the right to raise their concerns. If I'm a student and I'm an institution and I feel like the institution is supposed to honor their obligation, I have honored my obligation as a student by faith. The university don't have the spirit to honor one of it, and they are not. It is not up to for them to see. It's not. But this is point the source of confusion, and we don't want to get to the worst case where the university will have to be closed down by the government. No, we will have to deal with it within the shortest possible time, so the academic exercise will continue by tomorrow or tomorrow or tomorrow next.
Is it the university responsibility to fix fees, or this is done by central government?
We are this. I am telling you that you are pushing me to get into what I don't want to talk about now, because we are going to discuss it in the next 10 minutes, and I'll get back to you on the content of their grievances. I am not saying in any way that they don't have concern. They are legitimate. Most of them are legitimate, but dealing with them, dealing with the issues, maybe the strategy will differ. So respectful once again. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty of it. Maybe during your 6 o'clock news or tomorrow morning. That's when I will be in a better position to furnish the public what is happening or what has not happened. So
this crisis meeting, what exactly is a crisis meeting going to consider?
Unless I get in there, I've just been invited to a meeting. But now to reveal to you the content of it, I will be misleading you.
All right.
The public.
All right. Then we'll wait for the outcome of this crisis meeting. Hopefully we get to understand.
I truly appreciate. I truly appreciate that.
All right. Thank you so much. And Osman Mubarak is the Public Relations Officer with the Tamale Technical University. Now, from Tamale, let me bring you to Accra, because there was also another demonstration. Drivers, traders, and market women earlier today poured onto the streets of Accra's Central Business District, protesting what they describe as the unlawful takeover of lands allocated for lorry station at the Cocoa Marketing Board area. The traders, together with the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, marched from the Ridge Roundabout to the Jubilee House, accusing private developers, allegedly backed by the Railway Authority, of encroaching on their stations. The aggrieved protesters also presented a petition at the president, citing acts they allege are sanctioned by the chief of the Achimwenchi Dasebre, Dr. Sumadu Nyakun Apia.
Built a whole 3 cluster story buildings, and then this year we are there, we've not said anything. He has come back to say he's claiming the second land that we are selling on. Look at us. I've been a single parent for 20 years. I've been a single parent for 20 years. I have 4 kids taken care of, 3 boys and a girl. My last one is in Legon, level 300. My brother, my first son completed tech and is still at home, not working. He is not working because I have no connection anywhere. Me, myself, I have certificates. I have no one to employ me because my father has no connections. Look at us. This is our source of livelihood. And this very man wants to take our happiness. He wants to take our source of livelihood. What does he want us to do? Are we not Ghanaians? The government should ask us. We are asking the government. We are asking the ministers. We are asking Ghanaians. We are asking, are we not, even if we are market women, are we not Ghanaians? We are educated. Some of us, if we have connections in government, we would have been working with the white, we have a white collar job to do. But for we not having people to support us in our whatever we do, we have to go to the market, put our certificates down somewhere. Me, I am close to my 60s. I'm 51. I have just 9 years to complete from active service, so I cannot go back to the white collar job. So this is what I'll do to feed my kids.
Just recently, we were there when the Asibre Dr. Sumadu Nyakun Apia, the paramount chief of Achimwenchi, said that the land has been given to him by the same railways. And one of his men, his name is Moses, told me that the Asibre have informed him that it got to a point that Ghana Railways, they don't even have money to pay the workers. So it was he, the Asibre, who gave Ghana Railways money to use it to pay their workers. That is why Railways released the land to him. But we all know that in this country, a land that you have been on the land for so many years. Nobody can come and claim the land that the land belongs to him. The land belongs to the government. And we have been there for more than 30 years. So if government want to release the land for somebody, we will be the first that government will have to contact us.
Right, so those are the concerns of the traders, and they presented their petition to the presidency. Let's take a short break here on the post. When we return, we'll talk about state of emergency being pushed to be declared in mining areas, and whether or not government is bound to pressure as the Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference become the latest to add their voice to this particular. We'll also hear from the acting Chief Justice on the matter of illegal mining.